out, and I've got my mic. And the cell beacon finally started. Yes, this is Let's Play First Hour, round 2. Here's our tech teams. Beginning, economy, accessory. And we'll have it run fast. Totalism is announced to the world. After Oswald Mosley's meeting with other leftist leaders, it has been agreed that Marxism, Sorelianism, National Syndicalism all share the basic principles of state-controlled economics, the total involvement of the state in internal affairs, and the importance of the state in preserving socialism. This belief in totalitarian socialism has been abbreviated to Totalism. For this reason, the leaders of the factions present have all signed the document entitled the Totalist Charter, available in all appropriate languages. William Foster has applauded the initiative and expressed his support for totalism. +1 national descent. So, we're still sitting around. Russia went social democratic, or the Bolsheviks into power. I probably didn't even pronounce their faction name right. So nothing too much has happened. A secret weapon. It's like rockets, if I remember correctly. Issue currency. So, basically the US isn't in a good position right now. As soon as we've dealt with some of the problems at home, mafia escalation. The power of the mafia is increasing. These criminals are getting out of control. National Descent +1 trigger the mafia escalation in the United States event. It's a big problem. So what did Italy do about it? Nothing, apparently. Oh, they cut trades. That's not cool, cutting trades. Let's see what I've got set up for economy. So, well, since we don't apparently need anything in supplies, Vice President Curtis recovers. Many in America feared the worst when Vice President Charles Curtis, presumptive Republican nominee to succeed President Hoover, suffered a heart attack earlier in the morning. The White House finally announced that Vice President was slowly recovering. If Curtis could be the first president of Native American ancestry, his poor health seems to be a dark omen for the Hoover administration. Let's hope we'll have a good running mate, and +1 national descent. Should we allow elections? I think I might allow elections, but eventually have my cause here. Battle of the Overpass, and premiere of the modern times. In Detroit, Michigan, automotive capital of the world, leaders of the United Auto Workers, Walter Brethren and Richard Frankenstein, called a general strike against the Ford Motor Company and began what they called unionism, not Fordism, demanding higher pay and less hours. At 2 p.m. today, a photographer in the Detroit Free Press asked to take a photo of the leaders of the U standing on the overpass with the Ford sign in the background. While they were posing, 40 men with batons from the Ford Service Department and Internal Security Force came from behind and began to beat them. The group beat some of the wearing women, arriving to pass out leaflets. This will hurt us more than it'll hurt the Unionists. World premiere of the Modern Times. The premiere of Charlie Chaplin's new movie, Modern Times, is attended in New York. Personalities such as Jack Reed, Makaru Pervert, and Philip Swoden, especially coming to the USA. The comedy film featuring Chaplin's famous little tramp character is seen as an anti-capitalist, anti-Fordist manifesto in favor of the combined syndicates of America. After a few days, it is censored by the federal government, judged as too provocative a few months before the elections. So bad it was so funny. And we have a lot of dissent in our countryside. We may have to issue currency, so we just issue currency. Oh my god. We got like 3. This is bad. Yeah, this is bad. We have like 3 IC. Yeah, I don't know if this aircraft carrier will ever get finished. Considering we have a total of... So we're still trying to negotiate and try to, I guess, really, our country is falling apart, quite literally, and there isn't too much we can do about it. We seem to have remarkably low efficiency in getting control of most of our countryside, or at least our industry, for that matter. And the whole, and basically, it's gonna depending on what happens in 1936. I mean, at least we can keep our units in supply. Cavalry. Yeah, this isn't good. That's not good at all. I think we're going to lose the majority of our territories. The prospect for this war isn't looking too good. Father Charles Owen, CBS radio broadcast. 3 years from today, Father Charles Collins started doing a weekly radio broadcast in America. More than 50 million people turn on their radios and listen. He is a raving anti-Semite, claiming that the Seminist Revolution in France was fomented by the Berlin stock market crash. Using international conspiracy theories, and saying how people still tune in. His hate speech was not tolerated by the church. The Pope is expected to make a decision ask the United States government to shut down his broadcast, so his hateful message cannot reach the public. There's nothing we can do. St. Patrick's Day on March 16, 1936, warmer than normal temperatures led to the melting of snow and ice in the upper these rivers and tributaries were also over banks, and they were threatening the city of Pittsburgh. On March 17, 1936, the waters reached the flood stage. 25 heavy rains overnight caused the waters to rise quickly, and on March 18th, the water peaked about 46 feet, 21 feet above. It went above flood stage. We must help these people. I mean, I can't believe we have 3 IC available. My god, this isn't good. This is not good. I mean, we have some bad ministers, but... a huge amount of it. So we have to change our ministers or something, or we're going to be completely sank by the time. Because if we have 3 IC when a war's going on, we're going to lose badly. Or get entirely crushed just because we can't produce new units. So let's have our... I don't know, what would he be? The armament minister? He gives plus 10 IC. Or do you... Is there a guy who gives like... No, we'll keep it forward for the time. We need someone else. Logistics specialist. Chief of Staff, maybe. Oh, MacArthur's actually a pretty good Chief of Staff. Foreign ICs. Sure, let's replace him with J. Edgar Hoover. So, well, we couldn't really do too much in the way of ministers. Or maybe our ministers at least gave us 12 IC. So now we can at least get some things producing. Yeah, we can at least produce a few things. Yeah, we'll at least allow the USS Ranger to be built. Devaluation. So, we've got 13 IC. We've kind of solved our problem for now. And we still have almost no control in the countryside, but hey, we can't win them all. Yeah, they're still syndicalist. The Commune of France is syndicalist still. I keep getting cut off by the 30-second time limit of the free version of Fraps. And Philip Swoden's still alive. The Indian Citizenship Act of 1963. In order to try to gain more sympathy from the North and the West, it has been proposed that by this. Oh God, I got cut off again. Okay, let me retry that. In order to try to gain more sympathy from the North and the West, it has been proposed by the Senate and the House that the Indian Citizenship Act be passed, granting all indigenous peoples of the United States elevation from second-class citizens to first. Pass the act, hopefully it'll gain us some sympathy. And it decreases dissent down to 25. Usually once dissent gets over 25, once dissent gets as high as it was, people start revolting and bad things happen. Oh, we have some new things to research. Get some new tanks. And battle cruisers. And now we sit and wait. Oh, I think I might end up joining up with Canada and taking out the Union of Britain, Commune of France, and the German Empire somehow. Hopefully the Russians join us so we can hit the Germans from two sides. But I kind of doubt that will happen. The Greeks annexed the Cretan state. And the Ottomans, or as they call them, as they're called now, the terminal middleman of Europe still exists. India is divided. China's still divided. United Provinces annexed Panama.